My child, do you love me? I don't ask to test you. I don't ask because I doubt you. I ask because I want to draw your heart closer. I ask because I see how much you need to hear my voice again. You've been wondering if I'm still near, if I still listen when you whisper my name in the dark, if I still care about the cries you never speak aloud. I've seen you waiting in silence, thinking I've gone quiet on purpose, thinking maybe I've turned my face away, thinking maybe your mistakes have closed the door between us. But I'm still here. Even now I'm with you. I was there when the tears slipped down your face and no one noticed. I was beside you when your hands were trembling and your heart was breaking. I was the one holding you when you had no strength left to hold yourself. You didn't have to be strong for me to stay. You didn't have to smile when you were hurting. You didn't have to pretend. I already saw it all. I never looked away. My child, you have walked through fires you thought would consume you. You have carried pain in your chest like a stone, pretending it wasn't heavy. You've been surviving, not living, hiding your wounds beneath busy days and quiet smiles. But I see through it. I see the sorrow you've swallowed. I see the shame that lingers when no one's watching. I see the weight you carry from battles you never asked for. You've wondered if I'm disappointed in you. You've asked yourself if I still want you, if I still choose you, if you've gone too far, stayed too long in the wrong places, believed too many lies. But listen to me. You are still mine. You've never been disqualified from my love. You don't have to earn your way back into my arms. You were never outside of them. I chose you knowing everything. I saw the whole story before it ever began. I saw the moments you would fall, the words you would regret, the people who would walk away. And I still said, that one, that child, that heart, I want them. My love is not a reward for being perfect. My love is the shelter for your imperfection. I did not come for the righteous. I came for the weary, for the broken, for the ashamed. For you, you don't have to clean yourself up before you come close. You don't have to pretend to be okay. You don't have to fix what's shattered. Just bring it to me. Let me hold you. Let me speak what your heart has forgotten. You are not a failure. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are mine, and I delight in you even now, even in the mess, even in the questions. Even when you feel like you've run too far to return, I never stopped watching over you, not once. When they walked away, I stayed. When the door closed, I opened another. When you lost yourself, I kept every piece. I've been waiting, not with anger, but with longing. You don't have to fight for my attention. You've had it all along. You don't have to shout to be heard. I know the voice of your soul. You don't have to beg for my mercy. It's already poured out. My child, I am not angry with you. I am not ashamed of you. I am not disappointed in who you've become. I see the fight inside of you. I see the effort even when no one else does. I see the way you keep showing up, keep breathing, keep hoping even with a trembling heart. You've believed the lie that you have to be worthy to be loved, but I loved you before you ever knew how. To love me, I loved you when you didn't even believe I existed. Loved you when you cursed my name through your pain. I loved you when you doubted, wandered, broke down and gave up. I have never stopped loving you. My love has no exit door, no expiration date, no conditions. You are not hard to love for me. You are not too broken, too complicated, too much. You are the one I came for. You are the one I would choose again and again and again. Let my words sink into the places no one reaches. Let my voice be louder than your fear. Let me remind you who you are. You are my beloved. You are the one I formed with purpose, the one I knew before time began, the one I designed with detail and destiny. You are not a mistake. You are not a burden. You are not invisible to me. You are seen, known, loved, pursued. When I look at you, I don't see shame. I see my child returning home. When I listen to you, I don't hear failure. I hear a heart that still longs to belong. When I reach for you, I don't recoil. I rejoice. I know the things you've done. I know the regrets you carry like scars. I know the nights you cried yourself to sleep, praying for a different ending. And still, I say, come. You don't have to fix this alone. You don't have to figure everything out. You don't have to have the right words. Just be still. And let me love you. My presence is not earned. It is gifted. My grace is not reserved for the perfect. It is poured out for the willing. You don't need to climb a ladder to reach me. I already descended into your valley to find you. I don't need your performance. I want your heart. I want the real you, the honest you, the weary you, the doubting you, the you that wonders if I still care. I do. I've always cared. I've watched every chapter unfold. I've wept with you. I've waited for you. I've stood beside you in every storm. You never had to walk alone. You thought I was silent because I was distant, but I was silent because I was holding you, not speaking over your tears. I was healing things you couldn't name. I was protecting you from what you didn't see. I was waiting until your heart was soft enough to feel me again. And now, I'm speaking now. I'm calling you back, not to rules, not to religion, not to perfection, but to me, to love, to peace, to the place your soul remembers, where you were always known and always safe. This is not the end of your story. This is not the moment where it all falls apart. This is the moment where everything begins again. Because you are mine, and I still choose you. I still want you. I still love you. Let me in. Let me stay. Let me be the one who holds what no one else can carry. I'm not here to condemn you. I'm here to restore you. I'm not counting your failures. I'm counting your steps toward me. My child, you are coming home. And I've been waiting with joy. I've been waiting with joy. Not resentment, not disappointment, not distance. Joy, my child, the kind of joy only a father feels when his child finds their way back to his arms. You thought I wouldn't want you after all that's happened. You thought your silence separated you from me. But I was walking beside you in every quiet moment, collecting your tears, speaking softly to your heart, even when your ears could not hear. My love does not expire in your confusion. It does not wither in your weakness. It does not disappear when you feel lost. My love runs deeper than your lowest valley and stands taller than your highest mountain. I never left. You may have drifted, but I never let go of your hand. I never stopped guiding, covering, protecting. There were moments you should have fallen, and you didn't. There were battles you didn't even know were surrounding you, and I shielded you from every one, because you are mine, and I will never forsake my own. Do you see how far I've brought you? Even in the moments when you felt you were drowning, I was the one holding your head above the waves. Even when you were surrounded by voices that told you to give up, I was the whisper that kept you breathing. You didn't imagine that strength. That was me. You didn't imagine that peace in the chaos. That was me. You didn't imagine the way your heart softened when everything inside you was breaking. That was me. I have been nearer than breath, my child, and I'm not letting go now. I know the shame you carry. I know what you've done. I know what they said about you. I know the words you wish you could take back. I know the chances you lost, the people who hurt you, the burdens you buried so no one would see. And still, I love you. Still, I call you chosen. Still, I call you mine. You are not too far gone. You are not too damaged. You are not too complicated for my healing. Let me into the places you've locked up. Let me hold the parts of you that still ache. Let me be the one who doesn't walk away. You've been let down before. You've been betrayed. You've given your heart and watched it be mishandled. You've tried to be strong because you thought no one would catch you if you fell, but I will never drop you. You can collapse. Into me, you can weep in my arms. You can let go of the weight you were never meant to carry alone. I'm your safe place. I'm your healer. I'm your peace. You don't have to wear the mask anymore. You don't have to pretend that it doesn't hurt. You don't have to keep performing for love. You already have it. You already have me. And I am not ashamed of your story. Not one part of it. What others used to shame you, I will use to glorify my name. What tried to break you, I will turn into strength. What was stolen from you, I will return with increase. What you thought was the end, I will make the beginning. There is more healing. More laughter, more light, more life. I know you felt stuck, like you've been circling the same pain for years. But this is the season of release. This is where things begin to break open. The walls you've built are crumbling. The chains that held you are snapping. The lies that poisoned your mind are being replaced with my truth. You are not what they said you were. You are not who your pain tried to make you. You are not defined by what you lost. You are defined by my love, and my love never runs out. You've cried in the night, asking, "Who am I now?" Let me answer. You are loved. You are whole. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are seen. I saw you when no one else did. I knew the effort it took just to wake up and face another day. I knew how loud the silence was, how heavy the loneliness felt, and I did not turn away. I stayed, I waited, I protected, I whispered, and now I speak. I speak life over you. I speak purpose back into your soul. I speak resurrection into your dreams. I speak peace into your storm. My child, I have not changed, and neither has my desire for you. Do not let fear tell you I'm done with you. Do not let shame say that I've walked away. Do not let the past convince you that your future is ruined. I am the God who restores. I am the God who rebuilds. I am the God who redeems. Everything the enemy meant for harm, I will use for good. Every tear you've cried will be watered into testimony. Every scar will shine with the glory of my healing. You will not walk through this life alone. You never have, and you never will. Let me carry you. Let me fight for you. Let me be your strength when yours runs out. There's no shame in resting in me. There's no weakness in surrender. There's no guilt in being human. I made you. I know your limits, and I offer you my endless strength. Lean into me. Rest in me. I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm asking you to be present. Present with me. Present with your own heart. Present with the love I pour into you every single moment. You don't need to fear the future. I'm already there. You don't need to fix everything at once. I'm already working. You don't need to figure out the answers. I am the answer. I know you've been tired. I know you've been questioning. I know you've been aching for something real. Here I am. This is real. My love is not theory. It is power. My presence is not distant. It is here. My heart is not cold. It is burning for you. I never stopped pursuing you. Not when you hid. Not when you ran. Not when you stopped believing. I followed you into every dark place, not to punish you, but to bring you home. And now my arms are open wide. There is nothing standing in the way. I have already removed the barriers. I have already torn the veil. I have already made a way. Come to me. Come, just as you are. Let me show you who you really are, beneath the fear, beneath the failure, beneath the noise of the world. You are my child. You are my joy. You are my creation, handcrafted with intention, breathed into being by love. I don't regret making you. I don't regret choosing you. I don't regret calling you, and I will finish what I started. The story isn't over. The pain isn't wasted. The season of sorrow is not the end. You're walking into glory. You're stepping into restoration. You're rising even now. Not because you feel strong, but because I am strong in you. Not because you've earned it, but because I've declared it. Not because of who you are, but because of who I am in you. I am your Father. I am your refuge. I am your healer. I am your hope, and I will never leave you. You can let go now. Let go of the fear. Let go of the shame. Let go of the guilt. Let go of the lies. You were made for love. You were made for me. You were made for more than surviving. I'm calling you to live again, to breathe deep, to laugh again, to feel joy again, to believe again, because this is not the end. This is the beginning of everything new, and I am with you in every step. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not forgotten in my plan. What you thought was. Delay was preparation. What felt like denial was me building roots where no one could see. I was forming strength in you when you thought I was silent. There are doors opening now that you do not have to force. There are blessings chasing you that you don't have to earn. There are answers unfolding in ways you didn't expect. Because I have gone before you. I've cleared paths. I've rerouted plans that would have harmed you. I've closed doors that looked like opportunity but hid destruction. I was never punishing you. I was protecting you. The things that fell apart didn't fail because you were unworthy. They fell apart because they were never meant to carry you where I'm taking you. You asked me why certain people walked away. You asked me why the things you loved were stripped from your hands. You asked me why it felt like I was allowing loss. Instead of giving you more, my child, I never take without purpose. I never allow loss without preparing increase. I never break what I don't intend to heal. Some of what you called heartbreak was actually deliverance. Some of what you called abandonment was actually my hand-making room. Some of what you called rejection was really my redirection. I've been shaping you for something greater, not just greater in comfort, but greater in clarity, greater in purpose, greater in love, greater in power. You've grown through every hidden season. You've gained wisdom through every delay. You've built endurance through every lonely night. You're not who you used to be. You're stronger than you realize. You've been refined, not ruined. And now, my child, you are ready. Ready to receive what once would have overwhelmed you. Ready to walk in what once would have crushed you. Ready to carry what once would have broken your back. I've been molding you for this. Preparing you in the unseen. Raising you in silence. And now I speak, you are stepping into a new season, a season of fullness, a season of reaping, a season of beauty rising from ashes. I am restoring what the locusts have eaten. I am rebuilding what was torn down. I am resurrecting what was buried in sorrow. You will see fruit where you once saw barrenness. You will feel joy in the places that once held despair. You will find peace where the storm once lived. This is not the end of the road. This is the unveiling of the purpose behind the pain, the unveiling of the promise behind the process. My child, you didn't suffer in vain. Every tear watered a future harvest. Every prayer you thought was ignored was heard and recorded. Every sacrifice, every cry, every quiet act of faith, I saw it all, and I will reward openly what you endured privately. You will testify. You will shine. You will stand in places you only dreamed of, not by might, not by power, but by my spirit. I will open doors that no man can shut. I will set tables in the presence of those who doubted you. I will cause even your enemies to witness my favor on your life, because I have chosen you, not for ease, but for impact, not for popularity, but for power, not for shallow success, but for deep significance. You are my vessel. You are my voice in the earth. You are my glory carrier. The oil on your life cost you more than they know, but I see it, I value it, and I honor it. You stayed when you could have run. You trusted when you had every reason to give up. You kept walking even when the path made no sense, and now I pour fresh oil, new strength, new vision, new grace for the journey ahead. You are not returning to what was. You are not being recycled into old patterns. You are being transformed from the inside out, from the ashes into beauty, from the broken into the anointed. Let go of what was. Embrace what is. Step into what's coming. You have outgrown the old. You, the fearful you, the apologetic you, the one who shrank for others' comfort, you are not who you were. You are bold, you are radiant, you are clothed in my strength. I've stripped the false identities. I've silenced the voice of shame. I've erased the labels they placed on you. And now I name you mine, chosen, anointed, free, favored, forgiven, whole. You no longer have to chase love. You no longer have to beg for worth. You no longer have to explain your calling. Walk in what I've given you. Stand tall in what I've spoken. Rest in what I've secured. My plans for you are still good. My timing is still perfect. My promise still stands. Even now I go before you. Even now I send angels on assignment. Even now I prepare miracles in secret. You are not walking into this season alone. My hand is upon you. My spirit is within you. My favor surrounds you. You are protected. You are provided for. You are positioned. Not because of who you are, but because of who I am in you. You don't need to compare your journey. You don't need to compete. You don't need to strive. Just stay near. Just stay yielded. Just stay in love with me. My presence will go with you. My power will flow through you. My peace will guard your heart. You're entering a season where you will look back and say, it was worth it. Every valley, every delay, every lonely hour, every quiet battle, because what I'm bringing you into cannot be taken by man. It cannot be stolen. It cannot be imitated. It is yours, crafted by my hand, sealed with my covenant. This is divine inheritance. This is legacy. This is destiny. So breathe, my child. Lift your head. Open your hands. Receive not just more of what you lost, but more of me, because I am your portion. I am your prize. I am your promise, and I will never stop being your God. My child, even now, my spirit is resting on you, gently, softly, like a warm light surrounding every place that once felt cold. Like a calm breeze touching the corners of your soul that haven't felt peace in a long time. You've come so far. You've endured more than many will ever know, and yet you're still here, still breathing, still reaching, still listening. For me, that alone is proof that I've been with you, that I've never stopped loving you, that even in the places where you nearly gave up, I was whispering, keep going, my child. You're not alone. You don't have to understand everything that happened. You don't have to solve every mystery. You just have to know this. I never abandoned you, not once. I held you through every breakdown. I stayed when others left. I shielded you from things you didn't even know you needed saving from. I gathered every tear. I turned every sigh into intercession, and I never grew tired of carrying you. You've wrestled with questions you didn't dare speak aloud. You've wondered if you were too far gone, too messy, too hardened. But I see your heart. I see the softness still underneath the pain. And I am not ashamed of you. I'm proud of you. You've walked through valleys others wouldn't have survived. You've cried alone and still gotten up to love again. You've been betrayed and chose to forgive when it would have been easier. To grow bitter, that is strength, that is beauty, that is holiness. You don't need to be more spiritual to please me. You don't need more words. You don't need more effort. You just need to be with me. That's all I've ever wanted. Your heart. I want the real you. Not the polished version, not the version you think I prefer. I want the honest, unfiltered, aching, trying you, the one who still hopes, the one who's afraid to hope, the one who's felt the weight of silence yet still says, God, I'm here. I treasure that because in your weakness I am strongest. In your brokenness I am closest. In your surrender I am most alive in you. There's nothing more you need to prove. You are loved. You are covered. You are enough. Let that settle. Let it sink into your soul like water to dry ground. Let it reach the places you've guarded. Let it heal the lies you've believed. I love you not because you're useful, not because you perform, not because you serve or give or try so hard. I love you because I made you, because I know you, because I see your soul more clearly than anyone else ever could, and I delight in you, yes, you even with your scars, even with your uncertainty, even with your questions. You are still my beloved. You've never stopped being that. So rest, my child. Stop running in circles. Stop trying to figure it all out. Stop striving for the love that's already yours. Let me hold you. Let my presence become your home again. Lay your head down. Put down the heavy expectations. Put down the fears about tomorrow. Put down the regret that clings to yesterday. I am here. And where I am, there is freedom. Freedom from shame. Freedom from performance, freedom from condemnation, freedom from the inner voices that say you're not enough. Let me silence them with truth. You are chosen, you are cherished, you are forgiven, you are mine, and I will not lose you. Not to fear, not to confusion, not to failure, not to your past. You belong to me. You are cradled in the hands that shape the stars. You are wrapped in grace, deeper than the ocean. You are safe in the heart of the Almighty. So breathe now. Inhale peace. Exhale pressure. Inhale love. Exhale fear. Inhale me. Let your soul remember the sound of my voice. Let your heart return to rest in me. You don't have to carry the weight of this life alone. I carry it with you. I go before you. I surround you. I live within you. Even now, my spirit is touching every corner of your life. I'm healing the wounds you thought you had to hide. I'm repairing what felt too far gone. I'm restoring what was lost. I'm rewriting the story you thought was finished. Your best days are not behind you. They're ahead. And I walk with you into every one of them. So take my hand again. We'll go slowly. There's no rush here. I want to be your peace again, not just your rescue, but your refuge. Let me guide you. Let me whisper the way forward. Let me rebuild your life with wisdom and wonder. Let me surprise you with how good it can still be. And now, my child, I speak a blessing over you. May my peace flood your mind like sunlight through a broken window. May my joy take root in the places where sorrow once lived. May my love echo louder than every voice of doubt and fear. May you feel me beside you when you rise in the morning and still closer when the night comes. May your dreams be protected, your purpose be ignited, your steps be guided with holy clarity. May the bitterness leave your heart. May the heaviness leave your soul. May the pain that once controlled you lose its power in my presence. I bless your body with health. I bless your hands with favor. I bless your heart with peace. I bless your path with divine timing and open doors. May my angels surround you day and night. May no weapon formed against you prosper. May you walk in courage, not fear. May you walk in freedom, not guilt. May you walk in love, not lack. I bless the relationships I have ordained for you. I bless the work of your hands. I bless your coming and going, your rising and resting. I bless your spirit with boldness and your mind with clarity. You are covered, you are chosen, you are redeemed, you are held. No matter where you go, you carry my presence. No matter what you face, you carry my name. No matter who you become, you are forever mine, my child. Nothing can snatch you from my hand. Nothing can undo the love I've placed over you. Nothing can erase the destiny I've written for you. So go now with peace. Go with joy. Go with the unshakable knowledge that you are never alone. And when the world feels loud, come back here, come back to this stillness, come back to this voice, come back to me. I will always be here. I will always speak love. I will always be yours. You are my child, and I will love you forever, forever, forever. Amen.